Hey guys, we're just messing around here. We got Joe and Iron Eye with us. They're playing their games. I'm playing my game, but we're just talking together. And I just got my military license. Went to a military base up here in the north and seeing if I can find a job.
Right on.
Look at the tanks.
Woohoo!
Oh man, why can't I drive one of these suckers? Come on, man, and blow shit up. So wait, I'm here. Is military bases in here?
See, I don't understand that. So I just serviced the locomotive,
Right.
right? But I still have a fee for it.
Did you do damage to it?
Yep.
Well, in the repair shop, you fix all that, right? You do the engine, the wheels, the body.
I don't know. Yeah, there should maybe it's a different engine. Oh, you have to shut the yeah. You got to shut the. How much of a fee are we talking about?
Well, the engine's shut down. The
Oh.
engine's not
Call
burning
him.
gas.
He won't see it on chat.
Right.
$441.
Yeah, the engine has to be off.
The engine is off.
It is off.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is the 441 for? Maybe you didn't completely fill something up.
That's what I was coming back here. I'm going to run through this again. So, no, nope, no engine repairs.
Which base am I at here?
Repair.
This must be military base A, because there's the turntable here. All right, military base A,
Just to call us.
Nope.
and I guess the home is over here. Where's the home?
Use your little mappy. The map will tell you. Are you at the military base?
Yeah, no, I see where it is on the map.
Oh.
It's gonna be right over here somewhere. Oh, maybe it's this trailer?
I don't know.
There it is.
It's been a long.
Ah, I got it.
So
Hang on a
I
second,
don't,
guys.
I don't know what the.
Oh, I need a military 3 to haul this. $68,000. Wow. Military 1. Okay, I have a logistical haul I can do. I'm gonna do my first military haul.
So
I'm
these are all locomotives.
This is 28.
Locomotive 20. How do I know where locomotive 20 is?
Get my spawner out.
We got to do another fast travel. Because I got to find out where this loco is. We left up here. Dude, that was more expensive. That one was $1,600. Alright, this is... Now see, this I understand. I understand why I have a fee with this locomotive. Because I drove it after I filled it with diesel.
Right.
And I never took it back and refilled the diesel. So that one I understand why I have a fee on. Well, we'll see what it does once I take it over there and fill it up with diesel.
Hey, where am I going with this? To the harbor military base. Cool. Military to military.
Yep. That, which is the first entrance into the harbor.
How much am I making here? Not that much.
Mm-mm. Other than being a fun run,
Yeah.
the military runs really aren't that.
Well, the other run was $68,000.
For a military run?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing a logistics haul from the military, right?
Right, and this is military 1 license. I needed a military 3 license to take those other 4 cars. What's up with this? I feel like the brake is on. Yeah, we don't have brakes. The brakes are connected, right?
I'm flipping all the levers.
Oh, we got brakes now. Flipping all the levers. He's a lever flipper.
Alright, so we paid up the fee, and I'm still gonna have a fee.
I feel like I should stop at the iron ore mine and maybe grab another load of train and bring with me to harbor. And forget about the time bonus, because we're only talking about $13,000.
L20. So I just drove L20 to the service area. Let me make sure this is L20. Yeah, locomotive L20. I just drove it in. I just filled it up with everything, and then it still says I owe $3,000 in fees.
Is you looking? Is the number the same as the loco you're working on?
Yeah, L020.
I don't know.
This is the one I left down. 87.
Yeah, make sure that the fees are for the same loco you're.
Yeah, it is. L020. 87, I owe 23,000. But it's also less than half. We have...
I wonder if there are any loads going from the iron mine to Harbor Town. That's the question. Oh, I just derailed the engine. That came right off. Oh, look, it says on the controller derailed.
Yeah, it won't let me...
That was awesome.
Which iron mine are you looking at? Picking up from?
You get my train back.
East?
I want to get my train going.
Well, you can. You have to back in.
Yeah, back into it. Yeah.
I just left there, and everything there was going to the... For me, was either the steel mill or the sawmill.
Yeah, and I'm not.
Right, because you're taking iron ore down to the steel mill. Basically, is what.
It's a couple. Is there damage to this thing? Yeah, a little damage, but the good thing about this engine is you don't pay for the damage.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I just pay the.
You can't get on the engine.
Piper.
I was not paying attention to the speed limit.
I did that. Yep.
That's the second time I flew an engine off the tracks today.
Except for me, I just did a car.
Yeah.
I didn't, I lost the car or nothing else. But I didn't realize I lost the car till I got to the and I went to turn in my job, and it's like, you have to derail the cars.
I'm going to run over to the... I wonder if I could run over there and run back to my train in time. I think I can. Is there anything going to Harbor Town over here? Nope. Nope. Nope.
Is that a loop?
No, there is nothing going from this place to,
No, not to Harbor Town.
right. So much for doubling up on trains. All right, let's focus on the tracks and go into the right direction where we gotta go. And not derailing. The military doesn't like it when you derail.
We're doing it. This one?
I'm back.
Hey,
No.
yeah. Not this switch, but the next switch we gotta go left. And we got a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit here. Going to an 80, so we can let her rip. Oh no, we're at 60 again. Never mind.
These are the plywood ones. So this is
Military!
Military, eh? You're not taking tanks?
It's boxcars.
Oh, there's explosives in that boxcar.
Is this a logistic call? Yeah, it's a logistic call, so they're empty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
these are the town.
You guys don't want to get in a car with your daughter.
Why not?
She's taking out fence posts, mirrors on people's cars.
Oh, in the game?
In a game, yeah.
Oh, which game? Trucker game?
Heat for speed heat.
Oh, nice.
She just did a head-on.
She using a steering wheel or a joystick?
She's using a joystick.
That's a shunting job.
Oh, yeah. Bump the Mercedes.
Next switch is a left. Throw it.
Cops there?
There's only
Share. They really gotta get multiplayer for this game.
I think so that's what I was gonna check. Derail.
Well, there is a multiplayer mod, but I don't know how well it works. I heard it was a little glitchy. Oh, whoa.
Said it's lagging. I think it was Chip that told me it was lagging.
Why is it 30 miles an hour here?
Yeah. Chip says he used it, and it's a little lagging.
Right.
Discord. Where is Alt? Alt Future. And then I want to look at this.
This is a pretty sharp turn. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Then it turns the other way, too.
Uh, 70.
I thought it said that there were was doing nothing. Day night cycle, weather, lighting, water, thermal effects, environmental, solar flashlights, lanterns, compasses.
God, it goes from a 70 to a 40.
Yeah,
Big drop.
rendering, and then new locomotives.
What are you reading now?
This is the update
Do you?
for Derail Valley.
But that's not coming for a long time, right?
They said it's gonna look like another 3 to 5 months.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Maybe Christmas time.
But a lot of folks are going. A lot of games are going to that day-night cycle.
Yeah. It's a new design, users state, sandbox mode, user inventory, driving, external cameras, cams, localizers, textures. I thought there was a section in there where they said they decided to add multiplayer, but it doesn't look like it's. Maybe it was something that they couldn't get to work, and so they decided to forego it at the moment.
Fix
As
all
far
the
as
other, fix
those
all the other stuff. Get all
those
the
are
other
all
stuff
the
in.
jobs that were here, except for these 2 shunting jobs.
They're probably going to put all that other stuff in, fix the bugs from that, and then work on it.
So this one,
Because it sounds like multiplayer is a really difficult task.
that is the same sound. This is the- no, that is- this one.
You got 2 for the sawmill?
I got 2 for the good stuff. This one goes to the good factory. This one goes to the goods factory. And then this one goes to Forest South. So this one I know goes to the back of the train. I just got to figure out.
So they all going from the sawmill.
Hey, Joe, Joe, do you mind if I put your stream up in the corner of mine?
No, go for it.
All right, cool.
I
Did you-
put yours up, but I'm on a different layout, and I have
Yeah.
that. I haven't
Yeah.
added that option in.
Yeah, actually, mine's not working. And I'm not going to mess with it now while I'm driving.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I am going to Derail. Alright, I'm good.
And I have to figure out these first 2. These 2 here. First.
Turn that off.
Yeah, either go right up against the engine or
Well, I need to know which one goes first.
yeah.
Well, they should both go into the same place.
Yeah, they're both going to the good factory, right?
Yeah, but let's see. So this one is getting unloaded in D1. And this one's getting unloaded in D6. So yeah, it doesn't matter what order they go in.
Man, this is a difficult run. A lot of change of speed, grade.
So you drop the ones
Yeah.
off at D1, drop the other ones off at D6 on hold. Now, do you have to unload them when you get there?
That's a different job.
Okay.
So this is the point. Let's try to get this freaking door open.
Man, if some of those military jobs are like $68,000, I need to get that license.
That'd be nice money.
Yeah.
Now, is that because this game is meant for VR?
Yes.
Is that why it's so difficult to open it?
Yeah, it was originally made for VR.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
But it looks like well, I don't know if they're keeping it that way in the new one, because the new one, so this one is called Derail Valley Overhaul,
Yeah.
and the update is called Derail Valley Simulator.
So they probably changed it.
I mean, it's the same game, it's just,
It's not, though. The overhauled, some of the mods from the original version don't work.
Don't work.
No. Like especially the different paint schemes you can apply to locomotives.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't work. Am I going the right way? Nope.
Am I going the right way?
Oh, wait. You're headed into the... No, wait.
I mean, I can keep going this way,
You can keep going that way.
but it's the long way, probably.
Uh,
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Wait. Are you doing the loop, or did you take the other leg?
I'm just gonna go this way. I'm gonna stay going the way I'm going.
I'll have... Hold on. I forgot.
I've never been down this track, so I want to see it anyway. If I don't make the time, then I don't make the time. Whatever.
I've done that several times. And I have to slam on the brakes.
Back up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't back up so easy when you got a full load and you're on a grade.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in the backside of Harbor Town.
Yeah, you're coming down. I've only been down that way once.
Right, this is my first time. Might be able to go faster this way if the speed limits are higher.
Well, see, when you get down there, you can go in the normal way once you get down there a ways. Unless you missed the second turn. I didn't see where you were at.
I'm all the way on the right, lower right side portion of the map.
Down that track were you already down to the... Oh, yeah. Okay, I see where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you done lost your opportunity to go the other way.
Yeah. But I think this way might actually be faster.
Yeah.
Need to see if I can get your stream up just so I can see what you're doing on my other computer. Hopefully not derail my train in the process. What engine are you using?
I'm using the, I don't know what the heck.
The DE6?
Yeah. Yeah, the big orange one.
Right.
I got the two locomotives. And the steam locomotive.
Right. So you didn't put any extra engines in the game yet?
No, I haven't figured out the mod thing yet.
Oh. So it's pretty simple. You just got to put the Unity mod manager in there.
Yeah.
And then it's an individual application that you can open up the installer, and then you just drag the zip files into it. That's it. Some of these engines require multiple mods, like the skin manager and stuff like that. Yeah. But I mean, you could do it. You can do it in a half an hour. You know. I am picking up speed.
Make that as a thing you want to do.
my god, I'm gonna derail. I looked at my phone. Texting and driving.
Oops.
There we go. Track was a little forgiving there. I got lucky.
Yeah, see, I don't even try to do the freaking make the bonus runs because I know I'm not gonna
You don't try to make the time?
Sometimes I do, but most of the time it's like I know I'm not, because of the way I do the runs. Right, like right now I've already accepted the jobs for these 3.
Oh, you're taking 3. Yeah, you know, you could couple them all together before you accept the jobs.
Well, but see, I need to know what order they need to go in.
Oh.
And you can't tell what order.
Yeah.
I know I needed this one at the front, and then the other 2, which are going to the goods factory, I know I needed them in the back. But like if you're going down to Harbor Town,
Yeah.
right, and you where it has the multiple different places to go to drop off, you know, whether it be in C or D or B, and if you put your cars in the wrong order,
Right.
then you're going to be doing a lot of shuffling when you get there.
Well, when I'm doing like 3 runs like that, I don't worry too much. I just put the 3 of them on there, and then I do the jobs, and I look to try and get the time bonus on at least one of them. So I'll
I
put,
try to get it on one.
yeah, I prioritize that one, and if they're in a different order or whatever, you just uncouple the train when you enter,
Yeah.
and
Oh, we're going way too fast for this. Hold on.
if you uncouple the train, then you'll be able to. Oh my god! All right, I'm coming in the yard here.
Can let off the brake.
Where does this siding go?
Depends on which side.
It's on the lower left corner of the map. Lower right corner. It's just a dead end. Doesn't do anything. There's no destination there.
Well, that's like the main yard right there that you're going into right now.
No, but if I would have stayed to the left and kept going.
Yeah, you would have circled back around eventually, but that one right there.
No, if you look at the map, right down here, down here, there's like a siding or a spur that goes to nowhere.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never been down there, right? I'm gonna go fast track over there once I drop this off. Okay, make way, military snob coming through.
Get out of the way.
High priority. I'm probably not going to be able to back in.
I think
Coming in this way.
yeah, that way you have to back in.
Alright, I was just pulling forward, I don't care. When you use the modded locos and you have the spawner and all that, you just delete the loco.
So we need... I lost the train. Okay, so P3, so it doesn't matter. 4 empties.
I can back in if I want to, though. I'm not sure where I'm at with time, though. I guess I'll back it in. I'll be realistic. What the hell?
Yeah, but oh, can you? Oh,
What track am I going to again? E4. E4, not after.
yep.
Yep.
Where is B4? E4S right here.
What is that? That's a 40. We gotta keep that bad puppy under 40.
You both got your remotes out.
Yeah. The remote is the best thing.
It is.
I mean, if you're trying to do time and all that, you know, just
Hey,
Yeah.
come back here.
I mean, you can't have a brakeman. There's not multiplayer, so you need to be your own brakeman.
Yeah. Think they'll get something like that in railroads?
Yeah, it's called Railroads Extended.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly.
So we need. Where's our? Oh, here it comes. My train went way off down there. Oh, I have messed up. Totally. And chat, let me do it.
Blame it on chat.
What do you mean?
Well, you remember I said there was an order that these cars had to go in?
Operator error.
And the one I'm connected to has to be at the back of the train, not the front of the train.
I thought that was supposed to be the.
This is the first. This is the first town I come to.
Yeah,
Oh
but I
no!
thought-
Who's shooting at me?
Shooting at you. Oh, look at that.
That I gotta figure out how come that doesn't show up on my phone.
Oh, look how much. I made it with 15 minutes to spare. 16 minutes to spare. Nice.
I can look over here. So that's Mr. Iron Eyes.
Nope. The first one wasn't me.
Gunning me down.
Nope.
Van Helm.
There's one in between
Helm.
my two.
Yep. Valham.
He got you before me.
Yep.
So don't go blaming it on me.
It's all your fault.
Everybody.
I'm the follower. I ain't a leader.
Oh, this is a good load right here.
12 seconds.
Steel mill. Anything else going to steel mill? Maybe I could do 2 loads here.
Oh, we done blew this job.
Wow, you got a table full of jobs, humanity.
That's the way it goes. That's a good job too, but that's too far. This one right here, 35,000 right to steel mill.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Where is that train located? The military has its own. Look at this engine sitting here.
Yep.
That's the DE4, right?
Oh, no.
It's red.
It's red. Where am I? Does the military have its own office or something?
Yes, it's right out.
Outside the fence.
Yeah, it's right outside the fence.
In the trailer. In the bunker.
Yep.
Look at that. $80,000 for a military 3 license.
Oh.
And they go from military base to military base. 80,000 and 80,000. If I had the military 3, I could do $160,000 job right now. Taking those 2 trains. Deliver spent nuclear fuel. It's nuclear. Nuclear.
Don't want to bump that.
Nuclear. Where's this train? Right here. Look at these cars.
Now we need.
Let's just run into these cars. See what see what happens.
I gotta pull this up.
All right. I'm just gonna clear this engine here. All right. That was a good run. That was a good run. Hey, I'm making content. I'm making content. This is my 3rd video today. Yeah, for YouTube. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for watching.